Okay, so the problem is a 1,500 kilogram sports car can accelerate to 28 miles per second from rest in 4 seconds. What is the average acceleration? Assuming constant acceleration, how far does the car travel in that 4 seconds? How much work was performed during that acceleration? So the first thing we have to do is find the average acceleration. And that equation is A equals the final velocity minus initial velocity over time. So the final velocity was 28 meters per second, and the initial velocity was 0,
Sorry? Our time?
No, that's not our.
Our time is 3.7.
and the time was 4 seconds.
That's what we solved for, wasn't
So that turns into 28 divided by 4, which equals 7 meters per second squared. Okay, so the second part of the problem asks how far the car travels in 4 seconds. And for that, we need to use. Oh my god. So the second question asks, how far does the car travel in 4 seconds? And for this
T on each
problem, we need to use the equation distance
That 5t
equals initial velocity times time plus acceleration times time squared over 2. And so the initial velocity is 0, and the time is 4 seconds. Then the acceleration
was trying to
from
get,
the
we
first
had
problem is
70
7 meters per second squared
37.4t plus 5t squared. And I'm trying to get that
times 4 seconds squared,
something.
and that is over 2. So if you add those together, then you get 112 meters.
See where it equals 0?
A will be, how do you guys do it?
Over 2.
Square plus B plus C.
Are you sure it's the initial velocity?
Yeah, look at the question problem.
I don't know.
Because we solved for initial velocity. What was the
And
initial
that
velocity as it's now
reduces to 56 meters.
37 point.
Yeah, yeah.
That's much better. Okay.
So the last question asks how much work was performed during the acceleration of the car. And so you have to use 2 problems to figure this out. First, you have to use force equals mass times acceleration to find out the force that was used by the car. And so the mass of the car is 1,500 kilograms times 7 meters per second squared. And together that equals 10,500 kilogram meters per second squared, or 10,500 newtons. And then the second problem you have to use is for work, and that's work equals force times distance. So work equals 10,500 newtons times 56 meters.
So what did you all get?
And together that equals 588,000 joules.